Cowboy World Man caught up with a fantastic cowboy, and the reason we are here today is because
we're here today at the Seth Brazier Memorial. Seth was a great guy, and he was killed in an automobile accident. This is our 4th annual Seth Brazier Memorial, and his parents are great people. They give a lot of scholarship money to a lot of kids.
Right.
It's a good event. They've got a calf roping going on across the way. We've had the Ranch Rodeo. This will be our 4th year, and this is the biggest crowd we've ever had.
If you had to put a number on how many people, how many cowboys you got in this event?
Just in the Ranch Rodeo,
yes,
we've
sir.
got 36 teams of 4 people per team. And as soon as this is over with, we'll have an all-girls Ranch Rodeo, and we've actually got 13 of 4 girls each entered in it.
Wow. Okay, so later on they're gonna hear about the rules of it. So what individual acts in the Ranch Rodeo?
Right. So today we're going to have 3 events. We'll have a mugging, we'll have a pasture roping, and we'll have a branding.
Right.
So basically what they do is there'll be 15 cows behind this line. They have to come and actually sort their cow. They have to rope him and throw him and run across and brand him. And then in the mugging, they have to rope him and then tie him down. And then the pasture roping the same. They have to actually sort their cow, head him and heel him, and strip the ropes off of him to emulate the doctor in the real ranch world.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. This is pretty much imitating the actual working of a cowboy on a ranch.
Yes, this is a ranch rodeo, so we have lots of working cowboys here that just show up to support Seth. And with the COVID this year, they hadn't had a lot of ranch rodeos, so we had a really good turnout. And these guys, most of them are going to have to get up in the morning and go back to the ranch.
All right. Once again, your name is
Tim Arnold.
All right. Thank you so much. It's Cowboy World.
This is the biggest turnout we ever had for a ranch rodeo for him. The other night when they called in, we had 30 teams call in, and we numbered 90 cattle for everybody to have a fresh one. We ended up with 35 teams entered up. So there's 6 sets of cattle numbered 0 through 14. There'll have to be a couple of reruns in each set to get everybody accommodated. So just so everybody knows. We're going to have 3 events today. We'll start out with the branding, then we'll go to the pasture roping, then we'll go to the mugging. All the cattle, like I said, are numbered 0 through 14. And all 3 events, you'll have this line. When you start down the pen, we're going to raise a flag. They're going to give you a number. Time starts when the first foot of the first horse touches that line, or we're going to give you a 5-second count to cross the line. So you either got 5 seconds, or when the first foot of the first horse crosses. If you ride down here and shoot across the line before the numbers go, and your time starts even before you get your number. So you might want to make sure you get your number before you cross that line. Guys, all these are muleys. There is a couple of them that's got a little skirts. It's shoulders forward on all the head catches. If you catch your front leg, drop your rope, let your next man catch him. In all 3 events, there is 0 recrosses and 0 extra, so sort your cattle. It doesn't mean if your cow went out first and another one still comes out before you go, that's still an extra. So make sure you sort your cattle once you cross the line's dead as far as any other cattle coming across, as long as there's not a horse behind the line. A recross is a recross, whether it's on the end of a rope or whether it's not. So if you come up there and you rope him right across that line, you might want to follow him a little bit further before he circles back and crosses that line. In the mugging and in the branding, it's a 2-loop limit. So if you miss both loops, man, pull up. We got a lot of teams, and we just need to try to get through it. So in the mugging or in the branding, there'll be a circle down here with the brand in it. Come up, get your cow, rope your cow, throw him. When the rope comes off his neck, you'll get a whistle. The man can leave the bucket, brand him anywhere on either side, just don't brand him on the face. Time stops when you're back in the circle. Calves have to be daylighted. If he spins around, hits on his side, make sure you daylight him, put him back down, strip the ropes off. Ropes on saddle horn. As long as they're tied down like most of you got them, you can leave your rope on your horse. If your rope's loose, throw your rope down. Any questions in the branding? As long as it's latched down, it's okay.
You can be stretched out on the ground.
No. Called up, latched down on your saddle, like you got it right now. Yeah.
If you catch him right here, can you track him to the bucket and then stop him?
You can follow the calf anywhere. You can't drag him to the bucket. Everybody get that? Cannot drag the calf. Stop the calf, but if you catch him right there, you can lope down there and stop him right in front of the bucket. As long as you're following him, you're fine. Just don't drag him. Any questions in the branding? Not in the branding. It's a two-loop limit. Any other questions in the branding before we move on? And we're going to go, the next one will be the pasture open. Same deal. Ride down there, get your calf, sort your number, head him and heel him. Get somewhat tight and faced. If you're in a corner and you're tight, we know we'll give you a whistle. If you touch the calf before the whistle, it's a 20-second penalty. Head him, heel him, 2 feet, 1 feet, there's no 5-second penalty. Just get him caught. It's a 4-loop limit in the pasture open. You don't have to mark him, you don't have to do anything. Just head him, heel him, stretch him, get the whistle, strip the ropes off of him. I'm gonna go back to the branding. If you leave the circle before the whistle, the penalty is you got to go back to the circle and go rebrand it. Cut your cow out, rope him, throw him, tie 3 legs any which way you want to tie 3 legs. Time will stop when the calf's down. The rope's just got to be off his neck. It doesn't have to be out from under him, but it does have to be off his neck. If you rope him, tie him down, nobody's touching him, he's got to stay tied down for 6 seconds. Is there any question in the mug? If you backbone one of them, we're going to flag you out. If you rope him and he comes and spins around, hits on his side, we understand. But if you rope him, wave that slack over and flip him over backwards, we're going to flag you out. We got to try to take, these folks got to buy these cattle if we break one of them's neck. I know everybody right here is mounted good enough and can do well enough not to back.
Monarch Cattle Company and Rocky G. That'll be your first 18 teams. Let's run a little right together. That's we're down there making way. Not far from the fucking up to the Cowboys. You betcha. Gonna give him a full pull. Well, that ropes up to the bring it on. You bet you got marked up. You can go twice, my buddy. You bet. 36 and 35. And Vintage Livestock. Three littles on the big and the big needs to run, but that doesn't make no sense.